Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Allie Truitt and Kendall Cripe.
Today, a unique opportunity to pay respects to those who gave their lives in service.
Some Lincoln students relax by strolling through the woods, but others spend their Saturdays building the woods.
And breaking out the beat on Friday nights.
You're watching Lincoln Live.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Kendall Cripe.
And I'm Allie Truitt.
How was your long weekend, Allie?
It was good. I hung out with some friends and I worked with the build crew for the fall play on Saturday. What about you?
Mine was good too. We had a soccer game in Avon, and I also went to the football game on Friday.
Sounds fun. I heard we smoked New Albany.
Yes, we did. Our Lions football team will look to make it a 3-0 in conference play and continue their win streak after a big win over New Albany Friday.
The Lions offense was unstoppable as Greg Hegley threw for 318 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Markai Wallace was the most targeted Friday with 151 yards, receiving along with the touchdown. Trey Wilson added 62 yards rushing with the touchdown as well.
We spoke to some of the players after the game with their input on their performance.
Well, the game plan was, like, going into film, we see that they were good at stopping the run, but they weren't so good at stopping the pass. So, we knew it was going to be a little air-out game, and we built that connection through practice.
We all know New Albany. They're a heavy run team, and we needed to stop the ball. We needed to stop the run and takeaways. We needed takeaways. We didn't meet our 3 takeaway goal, but we got a forced fumble, and so I'm just glad me and my brothers could rally to it and get it and change the pace of the game.
Friday night's game wasn't just a win on the field. It was a win in the stands too. Every Friday night, you probably feel the energy the moment you walk into the stadium, and a big part of that comes from the band.
And within that band, our AKD brings an energy of its own, the drumline that powers the sound of school spirit. Kendall Cripe has a story on the group that makes Friday nights unforgettable.
On Friday nights at Lincoln, the energy isn't just on the field, it's in the stands. And at the heart of that spirit is AKD, the band that keeps the crowd moving.
AKD stands for all kinds of drums. The drums include the snare drum, which is just like the big white circle one. And then you have the tenors, which is the 5 different drums. You have the bass drums, which are the really big ones. And you also have the cymbals.
AKD's always been a big part of home football. We've been doing this for over 40 years now, and I know it's something that the student section always looks forward to. We've tried to pick up new music over the years and try different things. There are some things that have just always been part of what we do, but we're always trying to bring new things to it as well, so that every time we have a game, we feel like we have something new to offer to everybody.
And if you've ever been close to AKD's drumline, you know it's not just something you hear, it's something you feel. These beats keep Lincoln spirit alive.
It brings the fire just because everybody, if you hear a band and you hear the drums, it's about to get hyped up, because a lot of people want to be in drumline, but not everybody is, so it's kind of like they're living through us, so we get to put out that energy for them.
As a cheerleader, seeing AKD from that perspective is really exciting. It's just super cool to see how they can get the student section involved, and it really just brings everyone's spirit up and gets everyone excited and kind of just brings everyone together.
Drums bring a lot of energy to the football games, especially near the end of the game, and playing under the lights and just being able to do what AKD does and holding that tradition.
But for these drummers, it's more than just keeping rhythm. It's about pride, teamwork, and tradition.
I see what happens at our home games compared to some of the other games. It just seems like it's more woven into how we do things. The students are expecting it every fourth quarter. It's a show that has a lot more choreography and movement and things to it than just going down and planning and playing some things. And so I think it's just something that everyone has kind of come to expect and looks forward to as part of a football game.
AKD's drummers aren't just making music, they're building the spirit of Lincoln one beat at a time. Friday Night Lights at Lincoln are not complete without AKD. This is Kendall Cripe for Lincoln Live.
Our boys varsity soccer team has mixed emotions this morning. They battled the 1-seed Dublin Jerome Celtics. The Lions defense held the Celtics to no scores, but while the Lions defense held them, the Celtics didn't back down and defended just as well as the Lions, holding the Lions with no score as well. Both teams fought hard, but neither of them came out with the win. They ended in a tie with no scores on each side. The boys are back in action this Thursday against Pickerington North with the OCC on the line.
Our girls cross country team is on fire and undefeated this season. This weekend, they ran at the Eisenhart Invitational at Thomas Worthington High School. Top finishers for the Lady Lions were Ruby Lewis, who placed second. Not far behind was Olivia Smeck in third, Jillian Gomez in fifth, and Abigail Young in seventh. The Lions' top 7 scoring runners are undefeated this season and are excited to compete at the OCC meet this weekend. Naomi joins us now with more information on some exciting upcoming events.
Hey Naomi, love the green.
Hey guys, thank you. The Veterans Memorial Moving Wall is at Veterans Memorial Park for one last day today, giving a chance to reflect and remember the lives lost in the Vietnam War. The moving wall is a half replica of the official wall in Washington, D.C. We spoke with the volunteer, Danielle O'Brien, about the memorial and its importance.
And it just travels all around the country, just making it more accessible for anyone who maybe can't make that trip to DC to see it. We just never want to forget the sacrifices made. Specifically for me, my uncle's name is on the wall, and though I never met him, it was my dad's brother, and it's just really important for me to never forget the sacrifice he made for this country.
Attention upperclassmen, teachers, and anyone eligible to vote in the upcoming election. This Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., National Honor Society is hosting the Meet the Candidates Night on the 3rd floor of Clark Hall. It's your chance to meet candidates running for Gahanna Jefferson School Board and hear the answers and questions about issues that directly affect you and our community. If you'll be voting this November, don't miss this opportunity to get informed and make choices that shape the future of our district. Scan the QR code on the screen to RSVP or visit at GLHS National Honor Society 26 on Instagram for the link. NHS members, check the Google Classroom for service hour details and bring your parents, friends, and any Gahanna residents. Your vote matters. Well, that's all from me. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Naomi. Preparations for the fall musical Into the Woods are in full gear. While actors have been focused on vocals and blocking, Build Crew has been working hard to transform the stage into a medieval town. Students met this past Saturday to focus on painting and constructing larger set pieces, as well as discussing what still needs to be done in the upcoming weeks. Here's stage manager Preston Domingo to outline the crew's progress.
We've been working really hard on build, trying to get all the sets done. We have tech in a few weeks, so working really hard to build platforms. The set this year is extremely cool. It's 2 stories. It's inside town. It's gonna be arches and X's and balconies and windows. So we're working really hard to get that all done before tech week.
The Lincoln Live class brings you live news 44 minutes a week.
But sometimes you miss the show or need a few reminders. And our attempt to keep you informed led to the creation of our daily Instagram show, Lincoln Now.
While we are anchoring today's Lincoln Live, 2 of our classmates are scrambling behind the scenes to produce Lincoln Now.
Good morning, Lincoln.
News has always been something people consume by turning to TV stations, reading newspapers, and listening to the radio. But today, that's starting to change.
In the morning, it's mostly off my phone. I think I'm probably like a lot of people, that's kind of how you start your day. And then in the evening, I'm still watching a traditional news show.
Instead of waiting for the nightly broadcast, many people now scroll through their phones to get updates in real time. Social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and X have become the go-to spot for breaking news.
Social media is more convenient to me because I can just open an app on my phone and it's like right there. Like instant updates, it's like pretty quick, like you're getting real time.
For the most part, everyone's has face and phone, and that's how they're getting informed.
Here at Lincoln, we've seen that change too. That's why in addition to our daily news, we also produced Lincoln Now, highlighting the top stories of the day in just 60 seconds.
I'm Owen Domnack, and this is what's happening at Lincoln.
Lincoln Now is very convenient because of me coming late to school. It forces me to miss Lincoln Live. And Lincoln Live is a way we keep updated with the school, and Lincoln Now goes over everything Lincoln Live had, and it's very easy and very convenient. I love it.
Short-form news like Lincoln Now shows how the future of journalism is adapting.
The way that students receive their news has changed a lot over the years, and it's rapidly continuing to change. Lincoln Now and the presence of our content on social media, I think, is the future. And I'm always trying to stay a half a step ahead. And so we're planning the future of the school and the future of the news.
This shift comes with both benefits and challenges. On one hand, news is easier to access than ever before.
Very easy for me to be updated with scores and what's going on within the school in a quick amount of time.
On the other, it can sometimes be difficult to know what is accurate.
Sometimes I think that social media can be like heavily angled, so that might affect the news you're getting.
I think there are worries, period, and not just for teenagers. AI is clever, and it can be very, very difficult to know what's real and what's not.
Whether it's through traditional broadcasts or quick social media recaps, the goal remains the same, which is keeping people informed. This is Parker Richard for Lincoln Live.
Thanks, Parker. Lincoln Now is posted daily on Instagram at Lincoln Live TV for the latest news.
You can also go to our TV's program website, lincolnonline.org.
That's where you'll find every episode of Lincoln Live and the Lincoln Sports Zone, info you need now, podcasts, and individual news stories.
So check out lincolnonline.org. The website is updated every A and B day throughout the year.
Well, Lincoln, our show has come to a close.
Have a good Monday, Lincoln. See you tomorrow.
Bye.